Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
You don't understand Italy, but I uncovered driving 3,729 miles. This is part 3, guys. We react to the first half of the YouTube video in 2 episodes, so check those out. Let's continue.
And fresh air.
Questa è ancora la regione di Molise?
Sì, sì.
Grazie.
We're in Molise, yes. We're standing on the ground of Molise, Italy's newest region of all 20. This is Molise. It's one of those regions in Italy, if you blink, you miss it. In fact, there's a phrase in Italy as it goes, it's a ghost of a region. Many people say, does Molise really exist? Well, I can tell you, after stopping there and confirming it there, it does exist. Now I just need to decide what I'm going to eat.
In questo momento vi trovate sulla costa della Puglia.
Tutta bella. Venite in Italia, abbiamo sole, cuore e amore.
Very friendly.
We are in Abruzzo. I just need to be quiet. My colleague, my friend is waiting on me to have dinner. But this region, we're just near Pescara, and it's down in the south. And of course, it's known for its good food. Just need to freshen up, and we're out to dinner.
I want to give you an idea of where we went today and also my perspective, some thoughts on Italy. We were up there in the hills, ran up that way, got a good view down this way towards the coastline. Abruzzo is the land of trabocchi, these little fishing huts off the coast, and of course the arrosticini, the barbecued meats that they put on little skewer sticks, and the pasta you saw that I had last night, the chitarina, the little guitar string pasta. It's a land of contrast. We're staying here in this beautiful villa, which is an oasis, a little gem in the middle of chaos. Some buildings around us you see decaying, you see the roads are not very...
Yeah, you don't see that in, like most videos don't show that. Interesting.
Very well taken care of at all, and that's a problem all over Italy. And the sidewalks...
I mean, it's understandable buildings are decaying. I mean, a lot of architecture is like hundreds of years old, so like what do you expect? Like you have to maintain them, and if they do decay, just has to be renovated. So it's not, to me, it's only natural.
Are kind of non-existent, and when there are sidewalks, cars park on them, or the shrubs and the weeds are overgrown, so it's hard to get around. Italy doesn't take care of itself as much as France takes care of itself, making a clean environment for all people to live. The same with Spain. However, within...
That is interesting. And he said the same as Spain. So Spain, I assume, also doesn't take care of itself. That's interesting.
All the little rough bits, you find these beautiful places, you meet beautiful people along the way, and I think a trip like this over 3 weeks really allows us to kind of see the different areas and explore and meet different people to get a better understanding of what makes up Italy, both the bad and the good.
Oddio, Abruzzo.
Mamma mi sta fa schifo, guarda. Il territorio è bello, guarda. Ogni volta che posso vado via. In Italia mangi bene ovunque, il posto è bello, il clima, soprattutto al sud è bello, ma la gente è terribile. Ma più vai fuori peggio è. Ciao, sono Cristina, benvenuti in Abruzzo, vi aspetto.
And now we've crossed...
Interesting.
cool.
The more south you go, the worse the people get.
Why?
Well,
I thought she was being sarcastic.
I know, I think she was being real. I think, in the south there's more immigrants, so that's kind of xenophobic point of view, I think, in my opinion.
Into the border of Le Marche. The next big city coming up on the horizon is San Benedetto del Tronto. And who said we weren't come to explore a little bit of Le Marche? I got a castle behind me. Italy's great. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I think our place is up here just past the bride and groom. Look at this. Look at this.
I think he's walking uphill because he seems a little out of breath.
Happy couple.
He runs every day.
Hey, Gonzalo.
Sara.
Are you from Italy?
No, in Italy, I'm from Argentina.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Argentina makes sense. There's a lot of Italians we've seen in Argentina. Yeah, very popular destination. Okay.
If you married.
Yes. Castello Gradata.
I'm telling you, Le Marche is dreamy. Enjoy. Congratulations. Buonasera. Buonasera. How visto? See, this is our place.
I wonder if it's, he's like saying hi to people. That's very American. I wonder if it's also Italian culture to do that, or but I think the Southern Europeans, so Italians would be part of the Southern Europeans. I think they're more friendlier, so I think it could be part of their culture. But because when we see like Finland, that would be like Nope.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, why is he out of breath when he runs every day?
Probably going uphill. It's hard.
He runs every day.
Yeah, but he's going uphill and dragging a suitcase too.
For tonight. Buonasera. So I had the strozza pretti with black truffles and some lard, some fat mixed in. Oh, so delicious. Back through and under the clock tower outside
Yeah,
the
you
wall.
see when he's running now, he's running downhill. So it's pretty steep uphill, it seems like.
So the castle revealing, look at this view. Okay, I said we would be able to explore the Marche, and here we are. Beautiful green hills that we'll be running. You guys figured out? I don't know where it's going. Look at this. I love Italy. I never would have thought we were going to be in a place like this today. Outside the castle walls of Gradana. So stunning. And this little castle town, I've never heard about it in all my years of traveling around Italy. And the last time when I arrived, I was blown away. And this morning, even more so.
These castle towns is not our first time seeing a castle town, but they always look very interesting to me. I wonder what is life there.
This one I don't mind because look like there's people. You know, not
Yeah,
just
no,
us.
there's people. Yeah, I just wonder because I assume there is no like legit grocery store, no like maybe small restaurant here and there, but like you would probably because there's not gonna be like an Aldi or whatever the Aldi Walmart version in Italy, so you probably have to go out of town to shop. So I wonder what is life like there. It's very interesting.
Dip into Emilia-Romagna here in the next few minutes, but memories of this place will stick with us. Come si chiama questo paese? Gradana. Gradana. We're on just the northern edge of Le Marche. This is great. Italy's so full of history, and the lady there just explained Gradana is famous for Dante's Inferno. Yes, Dante Alighieri, and that's a famous book because Dante, the book that he wrote, Dante's Inferno, it essentially created the Italian language that we all use today. It unified the language. I just heard from the gas attendant there and confirmed is that we're about ready, you and I, in our journey to cross the Rubicon. Everyone in life, and I'm sure you've been there before, you have that place, that moment where it's a point of no return, crossing the Rubicon. Well, that phrase comes from Julius Caesar's time, and it comes from crossing the Rubicone River, which is how the gas attendant corrected the pronunciation of Rubicon for us. It sounds so much better in Italian. We'll call it Rubicon. We're going to cross the Rubicon River. It would be in the opposite direction. Caesar would have done it back in 49 BC. He was crossing over this way. And so the phrase goes, they were never supposed to travel outside of that provincial area. The river was a border, and when he crossed that border, it was the point of no return, crossing the Rubicon. Let's get it on. I'll try to film
That's a cool little tidbit of information. I wasn't aware of that. That's dope.
a little bit of it, but we're going to be driving 130, 140 kilometers an hour on the highway here. So I'll do my best. But let's do it. We're crossing the point of no return.
At Progressive, we don't believe in a cookie-cutter approach to career growth and development. The roles within our walls are...
Yeah, like, it's late. I just got here to my hotel, but I want to explain real quick. We're in the region of Emilia-Romagna. It's the land of food and fast cars. Think lasagna, think Ferrari, and also Lamborghini. Saturday morning vibes. Let's get out of here. Okay, a couple of notable points in our trip around Italy. One is we're into a new region, Lombardia. Soon after we crossed into Lombardia, we crossed the Po River, giving the name to the Po Valley and giving so much life to this region that produces pasta, cheese, and produces, but this was an industrial heartland, and it still is a farming heartland. It's a shame to be leaving this place, but we have to cover a lot of ground.
I wonder if he packs quite lightly.
I would think so. I mean, it looks like a small suitcase that he has. So I think he packs light, yeah.
We are in northern Emilia-Romagna, close to the border with Lombardia, and it's opened up here. It's quite pretty. Thankfully, it's flat. We use the flat running. Unfortunately, it's a bit industrial around here. You have to remember, this is one of the most industrialized areas after Lombardia and maybe Veneto. But it really gives us a chance to explore the Po Valley we're in before we start going up towards the Alps in the next couple of days. In this trip, and there's not always a lot of time to stay in one place.
I wonder why he's like rushing.
Yeah.
So, because initially when we started this video, I kind of thought he's doing the video for YouTube, but now I think he kind of had something to do, and he's just like, oh, let me film my trip, because he does seem to be
rushing.
Yeah, he seems to be on schedule. Like it's not like he's not doing this for fun. Like it seems like he has to be somewhere at a certain time, you know.
Paese desensato del Garda. Benvenuto in Italia, Alessandra.
Ok, mi chiamo Greg.
Alessio.
Che cos'è la cosa più bella di Italia, secondo
Il
te?
carattere degli italiani. Noi siamo buoni, allegri e generosi.
E che cos'è la bella cosa di Italia? Nice to meet you.
Dove sei?
Sono americano.
Gli americani sono allegri, allora gli italiani sono amati in tutto il mondo. Noi quando andiamo all'estero e diciamo vengo dall'Italia, ah Italia!
All the people want to visit Italy too, because it's a cultural gem. We are deep in the Alps right now. We
That's
just passed
nice.
under the shadow of the Stelvio Pass. It's one of the most dramatic and beautiful mountain passes in the Alps and perhaps in the world. It's the second highest pass in the Alps, second highest paved passes in the Alps, going up to around 2,700 meters or 9,000 feet. The views up there are as breathtaking as the altitude, and you'll get vertigo just by looking at the map. On the most dramatic side, there are around 48 hairpin turns, and when it was opened up in the 19th century, it served as an important artery of trade.
That the bicycle is going fast. That's
fast.
crazy, keeping up with the cars.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of Italy, and further on connecting to Switzerland. Oh, up here in the Alps, the mountains are breathtaking. The air is so clean, literally, it'll vacuum clean your lungs. We've made it. We're up here on the northern edge of Italy. Down there is Livigno, a bit of a tax haven. Over here is a mountain pass where they even check for tax papers in case you're buying something and taking it over to the other part of Italy.
Oh, so that's interesting. Like they have, I guess these are states, like our version of the states, and there's like a border check in between states. That's so interesting.
Fresh mountain air. This is Alpine passes. This is such a different part of Italy than what we had down along the Amalfi Coast in Naples, or when we cruised over to the eastern side in Puglia, Abruzzo, seeing the trabocchi and seeing and eating the arrosticini. Up here, it's the land of heavy cheese, heavy pastas, the land of grappas, and the land, of course, high mountain peaks. We're up in it. If you need any sort of information on traveling around, on traveling around Italy from the south all the way up here to the Andes, offline to the Alps, there's a link to download. Pay yourselves. Let's not do this. You ready, Brian? And this is it. I've been waiting for this. We're in Valtellina, and I have a healthy proportion, a healthy plate of Pizzoccheri here. Buckwheat noodles.
Buckwheat noodles.
Potatoes inside, some thick, rich cheese, and a little bit of greens. This is what you want when you're up in the north, especially in the winter. Livigno.
You see even his clothing change now. It's cold up there. Yeah, it's cold.
This little ski tax haven is to the northeast of the ski town of Bormio. Further on to the northeast, just over that ridge there, is Switzerland.
This city is quiet. All you hear is the birds.
Tax.
I feel like a lot of the country is like it's these cities. I don't think you even call them cities or towns. So like there's no like that busyness that's associated with the city. So that's why you hear the birds. There isn't much traffic, honking, nothing like that.
Haven. Well, in the 1600s, the Austrian Empire gave this place special tax exemption and an encouragement to help the inhabitants here fight up.
I don't know. I think maybe a tennis court.
You think so?
I don't know if it's a pool or something.
Of potential invaders. It still has this tax exemption. That means duty-free shopping, VAT-less shopping. So when you're here, you can pick up goods and then get going on your way. It's not just a ski and tax haven. It's also a nature's lover's paradise. Look around here. If you come here in the spring, summer months, you can get great hikes in here. You can take the chairlifts up to these peaks that are normally used in the winter for skiing, and you can hike all around and get these amazing views. Right now, we're surrounded by these snow-covered Alps that just a couple of months ago, people were going down on ski runs and enjoying the winter activities. Now, into the late spring and approaching summer, it's a perfect place to come with your family for a few days and just hike these trails, also rent a mountain bike, ride the mountain bike trails, and enjoy yourself.
Shortness of breath. We got this. Let's do it. Our tour of Italy continues. Ooh, talking about acclimation, running at 1,800 meters.
We gotta get over to Switzerland to get to our next destination in Italy. It's currently 5 degrees Celsius. You have to do the math in Fahrenheit. It's probably around 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wait, so he has to go to Switzerland to get back to Italy? That's so interesting. That's so interesting.
It's cold, it's rainy, this is the mountains. And we're entering Switzerland. Okay, I'll show you real quick. Even though the rain's coming down, the weather's miserable. Okay, right behind me, that's the big lake leading on towards Livigno. Over that way, Switzerland. That way is Italy. We saw the Italy-Switzerland signs. We're leaving Italy behind, off to Switzerland.
Interesting.
This is so European. We're going through this James Bond villain-type tunnel that's just wide enough to fit through your little Fiat 500 car. zipping through here.
Only one way?
I think the other way is on like separate tunnel. Yeah.
Oh.
That's cool though.
Us tall Alpine mountains. This is going to get us to the other side quickly. If you think back in the day, they would have to do those passes all the way up, all the way down. This is saving significant time and in a most unusual way. Super cool, straight out of a 007 James Bond movie. I just want to show you something because you guessed it. After a short mountain pass through the lush green hillsides of Switzerland, we are back in Italy, Italia. We are in one of my favorite places in Italy. I'm glad that you can be here along with me for this adventure. It's the Dolomites, and it's this particular mountain range within the Alps itself that separate Italy from Austria and the countries to the north of Italy. These blunt-shaped mountains, extremely beautiful. Unfortunately, you have to plan it right when you come up here because if the weather's like it is today, you're not getting much of a view. I mean, who wouldn't want to start from?
Let's wrap this up here, but that's so interesting that you have to cross to Switzerland to get back to Italy.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe they want to do a border check elsewhere.
I think maybe there is a way to stay in Italy. You just kind of have to maybe go like around. Maybe it's just faster to go straight to Switzerland. But that's very interesting. Yeah, guys, one more part left, and we're gonna be done with this video. So stay tuned.
Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.